Tally ho, my name is KingFishOcean and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. If you can't tell, I'm very, very goddamn cold right now. I am winter's #1 biggest hater, and I will not die until that bitch is dead. Wow, realised I just said the B word within the first, 20 seconds of the video. YouTube's not gonna like that. Anyway, we are on Heroes or Defenders or something of Eorzea, the next patch. And I am going to say right now, I am probably going to start splitting the patches in half from now on. I did like the idea of playing the whole patch in one sitting, in one video, but I've seen the future. I have seen some upcoming patches, specifically before the fall, I believe, which is the last patch for A Realm Reborn, and it's like 7 hours long. I can't do 7 hours in one go, that's just too much. So, I figure it might be a good idea. Oh, it sounds like Christmassy cafe music every time I hear it, and I love it. But, yeah, that's going to be way too long. And then as time goes on, there's other patches I've seen that are, really big as well. And I could just do, 2 episodes and splice them together, edit them together. Like a couple of parts separately and put them together. But, even though I do have a new PC that's, infinitely better, it still is gonna take way too long to render that kind of stuff. So I've decided I'm just gonna start splitting the patches in half, have a part 1 and a part 2 if I can. Although it'll still continue with the number in the top right of part 39 or whatever the fuck the part would actually be. Also, I'm still on the Xbox. My plan is to basically... I pulled that way too far, didn't I? God damn it. Sorry, it is early morning right now, and I'm a little bit all over the place. And I'm planning to basically get through A Realm Reborn. There's also the raid content to get through for A Realm Reborn, and the Alliance raid content. And then once I've done that, then we'll be done with A Realm Reborn and moving on to Heavensward. But once we have done A Realm Reborn, I'm going to put the series on hiatus for a little while we do some other stuff. And I'm going to come back in Heavensward, hopefully with a new capture card, or with a version of this game on PC, so that I can play this on PC, because I'm not entirely sure how it works on PC just yet, so I can't make any promises. But if I can get this game, at least the starter edition, working on this account on PC, then we can start Heavensward with a much better quality, 60 frames, all that good stuff. I figured we might as well crack on and finish this rather than putting it on hiatus now. Anyway, sorry for the news, just really wanted to get through that real quick. Our friends, the very Isle itself, everyone and everything. All at once. Great movie. No, it avails us naught to speculate. Eorzea will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on which is within our power to change, and firmly focused on my firm bosom. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. Does my butt look big in this? I need you to tell me. It's imperative. I have a date tonight. It concerns etheric fluctuations which we have previously attributed to good King Moggy Mog, good King Mog, good King Moggle Mog 12. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Wow. Really? Minfilia, biggest hater of Elvis. Come on. Come on now. Yet all is not well in the Twelveswood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. Ocean farted. I don't know where I was going with that joke. They may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Yeah, I get it. Go deal with the fucking primal. It's always the primals. Who's this character again? Is that Ishtola's mum or something? I don't remember what voice I gave her. Celia, I don't wish to interrupt, but... Oh, no, wait. Sorry, not Ishtola. Minfilia's, adopted mum or something. Adoptive mother or something. But we have a problem. Yeah, I think it is. I think I said Ishtola because she's got, she's a Mikote and she's got white hair, so she kind of reminds me more of Ishtola. What a queen. Anyway, what manner of problem? A band of refugees hailing from Uldar, this time are come to Revenant's Hall seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in the 7th heaven, awaiting a formal response. Well, this is a problem. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Acilia, you know full well that we have... Why did she say Acilia? But she's Minfilia. I'm confused. This was probably talked about in a previous quest, but I don't remember. You know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Where you lead, I will follow you anywhere that you tell me to. Shout out to Gilmore Girls. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. And their dresses. They're sure to look fabulous for prom night. Cutone, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. I don't know why I gave my character, like, the fucking most bizarre voice. Like, oh my god, I don't know why I made it sound like this. But whatever. Also, if you can't tell, yes, I once again had a makeover. I have a problem, okay? But this hairstyle is popping, and I love it. And I've been leveling Bard recently. I have no idea how the hell I actually play Bard. I play this game so casually, in fact, that I often zone out when I'm actually playing the game and kind of play on a autopilot. I'm just going to teleport. I know it's like two corridors I have to go through, but it's actually just quicker to just teleport. I'm lazy, what can I say? Alright. Back to the jazzy music. Oh! Every time, it's so good. It is so good. Draggle-tailed refugee. Interesting. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Minfilia. Get the fuck out of my pub. And I lead the Scions of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 12 be praised, it is you. We're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know naught of your situation. Oh, beg your pardon, antecedent. I ain't so good with words. Or accents, I keep changing them. Been living off the scraps of Uldar for years now. Trying to piece together a life to replace the one that got took. Wow, his outfit, I don't think his outfit got updated in the Dawn Trail graphic update. They say there's work, but there's naught for an honest man. Only for the lying man. But I can't do that. I'm too bad at lying, god damn it. Notters wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. He's kind of got like an Albert Wesker haircut going on. When the calamity brought us to our knees, Chris, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs like the T-virus. I don't pretend to be clever, Chris, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and then it came to me. Revenant's soul. Sorry. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. No, get the fuck out of my pub. Damn you, Wesker. I fear the situation is much more Who's that guy in the background? He's got like main character energy. It's rather more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us. No, I'm turning my front on you. Oh, that's much better. Queen Tataru! What voice did I give Tataru? I know it was very cutesy. If I might have a word. Tataru, it's Artemis. Do you think my blusher is a little bit much? It's very pink. I can't tell what's going on with my camera, like my webcam today. I look very pink.
Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphino is fucking dead!
I mean, what?
Has been wounded. Huh? What? How? Is it serious? Apparently he showed up and he was like,
you guys are all dumber than I am. And apparently some guy just came up and was like, and just like shanked him.
What? How? Is it serious? Is it serious?
I mean,
I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the Flames, the refugees started a riot.
They went wild. They were listening to... oh, fuck, what's the name of the band? I predict a riot. I predict a riot. Anyway.
They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and anyone.
It wasn't me. I mean, that can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. I bet it was Chris Redfield. Oh, it's the same guy. 7 hells, now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please. If you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got.
My lady.
We are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I'm not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How could you be so blind? Oh god. Find Alphino and quickly. If he's in danger or worse, I should have you and none other by his side. Alright. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida Dick and Papi Limo will see to it.
Alphino is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Katone!
And away she goes. What a queen. My favourite character, Tataru. Alright, teleport time. I'll see you later, music. I love her in the... oh. I think they were, like, very quickly looking at me then. Because the head went and turned towards me and then, like, looked away. That was kind of funny. Da, 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 da. I still think Ul'dah might have, like, some of the best music for the daytime. It just feels so, like, glorious and just like, yes! Well, I think it's going to change soon. It's nearly 6 PM in the game. Also, the Valentine's Day event is still on for, like, a few more days. If you haven't kept up with this series, I actually did the Valentine's Day event for this year in the previous episode. Oh, the music for the event's playing. This is so funny.
Alphino got fucking stabbed. I hope that he is okay.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway. You seem fine, Alphino, you little liar. This is a trick. I'm being tricked right now. I'm being japed. Ah, there she is in the background.
You must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
I stubbed my toe on a Lego.
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident.
No, actually, I'm going to disable that because the spacing of the sentences is kind of weird.
There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life.
They also feel responsibility for all the bears. That's actually how the riot started. There's bears everywhere! Everybody run! Yes, I said everybody. Okay, I admit it.
To an Ul'dah, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence.
Look at that smug little shit. I love it.
So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity?
Well, the local gay bars, of course. Have you seen their outfits? They look fabulous.
Plainly,
Oh, hell yeah,
these-
Queen!
They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'Dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist.
Also, what the hell is that guy's haircut on the left? I'm kind of covering him up a little bit. But, like, what is this? Just look at this. What is that? What are those? But, yeah. What a strange haircut. Anyway. I'm sorry, Alphanor. Please continue.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor.
Oh, I love soccer. Sucking on those
Yet
Anyway.
none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry.
I can imagine. Oh, that smug little Lalafell.
The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the dome
it's Dorito, I'll have you know.
Refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
That do be the way of the world.
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
So long as we're not on the monetarist side. God damn it. That was a weird quest complete. Alphanor just talked to us for a moment, and then it was like, quest completed. Like, okay. We didn't do anything, but fair enough. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Rauban has to say upon the matter. As we are randomly approached by a random ninja. Shout out to the ninja. Anyway. Oh yeah, Hall of Flames is over here. Back to this music. Da 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 da. It's a good song. I like it. I still prefer Papaya though. Papaya lives on forever in my dreams and my nightmares. Ah, Rauban. Good to see you again, friend. You and your giant pauldron on your arm, or whatever that's called.
Now is not a good time, Lieutenant Glacier. My hands are full dealing with the refugees.
Yeah, it seems it. All the nothing you're currently doing.
Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphino, back on your feet already?
Yes, the Lego incident left me gravely wounded, but I managed to recover because I'm just built different. You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeons? Chirurgeon? I don't know how you pronounce that. Your surgeons. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation.
No! Everybody is fucking dead! Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. Throughout Thanalana Ding Dong. We have sent what forces we could spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive.
I can well imagine. Given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I peed myself. I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with actual arms. It was very bizarre. Where did they get the arms from?
I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between... I love that one guy in the background who just kind of stood facing that pillar. Like, kind of weird, but whatever. The tensions between the Uldan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not... Well, I mean, they could still buy a weapon instead of food, because it's that whole idea that Squid Game kind of talks about. Like, Squid Game Season 2. No spoilers from me, don't worry. Talked about the whole idea of, like, yes, you can give someone bread, or you can give them a lottery ticket. The idea being that the bread represents the current need right now, a bodily need that they need to... They need it at that very moment in time, but that's not really going to do much for them in, like, 3 hours from now. That's not going to solve any of their situation. That's not going to improve their life overall. Whereas the lottery ticket has the chance and the potential to completely alter their life and change things for the better, possibly. That's kind of what I'm getting from that.
Come to the point.
I come to the point a lot. I mean, what? Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Till it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon, and I have plenty of time. I mean, I don't have enough time to stand around and not do anything, so I'm going to continue to do nothing. Never mind, I'm going to move now. I'm going to go and do nothing over there. The General is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Katone. Therefore I propose that we conduct our own investigation. I don't want to marry you! That's not the proposal I was making. God damn it, Katone. We conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I want you to make out with him. I meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way. After which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? No, you make out with him. I am but a child, you fucking weirdo. Anyway. You look as though you have something to say, Lieutenant Glycia, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual, even one with ties to the flames, may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. You fucking got it, buddy boy. Not Bunny Boy, not to be confused with. Not to be confused with those guys, because those guys are great. I love Bunny Boys. They're hot as hell and I want to make out with them. I mean, what? I didn't say. Don't mind me, I'm just drinking some tea. That rhymed. Spill the tea, sis. Anyway. I do find it kind of wild that, like, Limsa has some pirate problems here and there. That's about it. Gridania, I don't remember them having any problems. They're just kind of vibing, and you know what? Good for them. And meanwhile, Uldar is just, like, flames and war constantly. Uldar truly does have, like, the more interesting story of the three nations, at least for this expansion. Well, not expansion. Well, I mean, technically it is an expansion to the original Final Fantasy XIV, but, like, it's also the beginning of A Realm Reborn, a beginning of, like, 14 now. So, I don't know, it's weird. Anyway.
And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well then, you've come to the right place.
What are you buying?
I realised I kind of sounded like him for a second then, so I decided to go with it.
Ah, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation, and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go.
Alright. Leofric. You sound like a fucking Dark Souls character.
Leofric of the Dark Woods. A friend of the Sultanate, are we? I take it this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return. And I'm increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct, bless you. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka. He will explain everything.
Anyway, that's kind of one of the things that I do really like about Dark Souls games. Even though I'm not, like, massively into Dark Souls, like Souls games in general, I do love the weird cadence of which the characters speak. You know, they're always kind of like this. Like, they're almost mocking you a little bit, or they know something that they're not telling you, you know? It's really interesting.
Ah, don't hurt me! I'm not one of them! I beg your pardon. You're one of the flames, but you're not with the flames, I see. If Leofric told you to bid you speak with me, then I take you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution and restitution, of holding this ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of our merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look beyond yonder tent, and you'll understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he is not alone in surviving, yet I've no doubt that the merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. You know, one of the things I just realized about this game is I kind of get visual novel vibes from this game sometimes, from the main story. Like, yes, there's battles and there's me running around doing stuff in between, but there's like so much dialogue that it almost feels like a visual novel sometimes. Like, a Final Fantasy XIV visual novel would actually be kind of cool. What are you doing? Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't get your pencil out! You put that Kindle away, goddammit! Oh, is it a tablet or a Kindle? I don't know. I actually genuinely do not know the difference between a tablet and a Kindle, I will admit that. I don't have either. Don't draw! Why don't you run away with me? We could have escaped together. What the fuck? I don't like you. What are you talking about?
Then you'd be here with me, or be here to soothe me. Why? Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Alright, well, shout out to Dawn Trail, the Dawn Trail update, for allowing you to do this, because it's so handy, instead of having to search for a giant emotes list. Who are you? What do you want? Aye, it's true. I followed the merchant. He was like, thank you. And may the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups, sent us off on our own. When the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting, and then kissing! It was so strange, and then everyone was fighting, and the flames were shouting to give no quarter. So we gave them a nickel instead, and then a dime! Oh gods, the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Alright. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us than listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous. Righteous! That the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though, if they were forced to confront reality... That's it! I've come up with a new reality. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren that the strongest warrior is no match for one woman. Mayhap then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Alright, well. Gunpowder, treason, and plot. I see no reason why Thancred's thick ass should ever be forgot. I mean, what? I think someone's audio track got mixed in with my video, and then rendered somehow. Don't know how that happened. It's a bit weird, really. Alright, what up?
Seven hells, they found us. Everyone, grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Sorry to disappoint you, lass, but we're more than willing to kill you ourselves.
Yeah, good luck with that. If you can't tell, by the way, I changed my bars around a little bit. Good fight. Oh, okay, well. Got him. Feels like a tower defense. Like I'm protecting this guy. Oh, those are the twins. Well. Red versus blue. Who actually wins? Pink! After all, she's a rock star. She's got rock moves. And she don't need you tonight. She's alright. She's just fine. Anyway. Shout out to Rockstar by Pink, I guess. Or whatever that song was called.
Ugh, now my knees are wet. You beat him like it was nothing. Fel almighty, what are we gonna do now?
I'm gonna fucking anyway. Vroom. But yeah, I discovered that you can have hotbars automatically set for whether when you don't have a weapon drawn. So I have this so that I can literally just like pop off emotes whenever I want to, which is quite nice. And I've got like, you know, like teleport, and I've got like, you know, my mounts and emotes in case I need the menus and sprint and stuff. But then as soon as I draw my weapon, it goes into like a battle hotbar, which is really, really, really handy. The only problem is I've had to set that up on every goddamn class in the game, so that's kind of been a pain in the ass. And I'm going to have to do this for all of my alt characters at some point. I'm going to have to copy the settings across, so that's kind of a pain. I'm slowly getting used to it though, but I'm probably going to press the wrong buttons for a little while. Ugh, a little bit of hiccups there. Alright, there we go. I didn't see there was a little rope in the way. You've returned. Did you find my brethren? What are the twins? What happened?
They're all fucking dead.
I see. Well, you had no choice. Better that a handful of them take a beating from you than the lot get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over?
He was like, thank you, stranger.
Huh? Where else would he be? Unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit others. Alright, well. To Stone's Throw it is, I guess. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. That's it! I've come up with a new vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. You got it. Oh, it's in the same area. Fuck it, I'll just travel then. That's fine. On my flying motorcycle. If you're wondering, by the way, this came from the Island Sanctuary content from the Endwalker expansion. Once again, just to quickly mention, in case there's any confusion, for if anyone's watching this video for the first time, if it's your first time seeing me or seeing the series, yes, I have played the hell out of this game, but I skipped every single cutscene. I don't know anything about any of the story. I avoided watching any unskippable cutscene. I know nothing. I am Jon Snow, because I know nothing. So, yeah. But, I have played a bunch of the content, at least. And, I finished Island Sanctuary a few days ago. I reached level 20. Rank 20, should I say. So I'm very happy about that. And that's where that motorbike comes from, if you're wondering. Problem is, I have way too many alts, so I'm going to have to redo that content again on my alts.
Have you seen my parents? What?
If she turns around and says that I just killed her parents, I'm gonna fucking scream into a pillow.
They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with the men from Ul'dah. They said they were gonna change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls with everybody else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, miss, are you looking for someone?
I'm looking for a merchant. He's like,
Thank you, stranger. You mean the man who left with my parents? But I don't know where he...
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Up.
That face. She's like...
Wait, look, over there. That's him.
Well now, which of these gullible fools should be my next victim?
Just fucking stood there in my fancy pink outfit. Fucking try it. I will kill you.
Uh-oh.
Quick, give chase.
He's getting away. Go get him, miss. Beat his fucking brains in. Spank his butt. Show him who's boss.
Imagine running away from someone and be like, uh-oh, and then just seeing a flying motorcycle come at you. Like, oh, fuck! I'm so screwed! Got him. I'm even behind him, spooking him real good. Look at those egghead Lalafels. Hell yeah.
You again. Why are you pursuing me?
Blah, blah, blah.
Sedition? Treason? Revolution? That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? The refugees? The selfsame refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? Huh? You have no evidence to prove your accusations.
None. Objection! And then I provide the evidence. We need you now, Phoenix Wright.
No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of argument, let us say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a cacan's arse about politics. It was business. Only business.
It was business. Am I about to get ambushed? Assassin's Creed. Oh!
We both know I am not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything.
He's about to get sniped by an archer, isn't he? And not me. Whoop. Well, fuck. Quick, shoot him back.
What's all this commotion?
Yo, nice purple eyes.
Seven hells! You murdered this man!
Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close.
I love how they didn't actually properly see what happened. They just find him with an arrow in him and me stood there. And they just assume that there's someone else that killed him. They're not immediately trying to detain me. That's kind of weird. I guess maybe they did see what happened. Fucking horror movie vibes.
Hold, adventurer. I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't want to be interrogated.
This man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious we are not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion.
Alright, cool. Sweet. Also, you're like, wow, I'm so glad he's dead. But, like, who's to say that he wasn't, like, manipulated? Who's to say they don't have his family hostage or something? You know, he could be a victim in all this as well, for all we know. Although I think he did say who shall be my next victim. Now I remember. Yo, nice outfit. Hell yeah. Gives me Alice in Wonderland vibes. I'm back. What news, Lieutenant Glycia? Where's the merchant?
He's fucking dead.
Murdered?
Damn it all to seventh hell. He was not simply murdered, Lieutenant. He was silenced.
What makes you think it was anything about murder? Shout out to Hot Fuzz. Great movie. Very funny. Simon Pegg drop kicks an old lady in that film. It's hilarious.
Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize.
Revolution. Oh, we're gonna go see the Sultana again. I like her. She's very cutesy. And I want her goddamn hairstyle. Not for my character. It looked weird on my character, but maybe for my Lalafell or something. The Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you returned. Just be aware that it's so fragrant, it's kind of like a Lush store in there. You'll be like, soap! He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries, as well as the results of your own investigation. Master Alphino has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray proceed to the to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. Bartholomew Simpson. Alright, well. Where am I going again? Royal Promenade. That's like... this way, I think. Oh, this music's so good. Yeah. Sorry about all the yawns. I yawn like so much in these videos. I think it's because I'm just eternally tired. I never stop being tired. Especially last year. Last year was like the worst year of sleep that I've ever had. Okay, this is not the Royal Promenade, it seems. Where the fuck is the Royal Promenade? I can't remember. Up here? Ah, right, yeah, because we're going to go see the Sultana. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. Oh. The music for the three main cities for A Realm Reborn is so good. I still think Gridania's probably got some of my favourite music, 'cause it makes me feel oddly nostalgic. For the one time, several years ago, when I first tried to play this game on PS4, and then I forgot my login, and kind of got shut out of my account, and then I did not play it again for like a while, until now, obviously. But yeah. We've been expecting you, madam. Please proceed inside. Alright. Kind of weird that I complete the quest and then watch a cutscene, but it didn't actually complete the quest. Oh.
Kept us apprised of your recent activities.
Ah, Taylor Swift, right.
Strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
Can someone stop playing those goddamn drums? There's just a band in the background like, oh, sorry, my bad. It's very loud. Put her hairstyle in the goddamn game, you goddamn cowards.
Does not leave this room.
I joke, I love you guys. I love you devs.
Decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate.
This fucking tortoise statue is like, ah! Just screaming the whole time.
Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
Seriously, put her goddamn hairstyle and that cool, like, tiara or whatever, or crown or whatever, in the game. I need it. I need it so bad. I probably look quite cute on a McCarty, I feel like.
Sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters.
Yikes.
It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
I get it. They then took up legs.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order.
He was like, woof!
A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
That sounds like a Lalafell if I've ever heard of one.
Teleji Adeleji.
Yes, telemetry Adelafi. What? They just keep getting it wrong.
In favor of the Domin's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
To incite chaos.
Reclamation bill. It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
Well, yeah, it's fucking Cartano. Have you seen Cartano? I remember those scenes. I remember the A Realm Reborn trailer.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge.
Oh, it's specifically the Cartano Flats where that happened. I always thought Cartano was the name of the field or whatever, where that all happened. I didn't realise it was a specific part of Cartano.
What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement.
To all surrender with a white flag.
Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
I hate his outfit. He's got like a blue hat. He's got his white hair going on. He's got fucking a green, whatever that, like a waistcoat or jacket, whatever, with red arms. What is going on, my dude? You need to fucking get some new glam. I'm telling you. Or some new dyes, at the very least. Shit be wildin'.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
You're damn right he would. Look at that smug little shit.
Independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the syndicate.
Sorry, there's like something, just like a little bit of like something stuck on one of my analog sticks, and it was really bothering me. I had to get rid of it.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domins was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
You see, those ruins contain a raid, and he wants all the raid gear for himself.
I think it's in there anyway, I'm not actually sure.
Omega.
Huh? I thought that was Stormblood content. I think that's like a Stormblood raid.
An Alagon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger.
Okay.
We know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Alagon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate,
Fucking yikes.
it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Carlians did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
You can just say Teleji. You don't need to say the full name every single time.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in
That's Lord Dorito to you. Lord Dorito. You get his name wrong, silly.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
I like Alphanor's earring. That's pretty cool. Oh god, my leg is like so itchy today. Anyway. Stories we tell. This is seeming like it's going to be a very story-heavy patch. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you're already well positioned to do so, Lieutenant Glycia. Pray keep us informed of any developments at Cartano. I'm kind of surprised we've never, gone back to Cartano from what I know of. Considering it seems, quite important, you would think that we would go there at some point. Begone, whelp, this is no place for children. Is that same kid again? Yeah. Ugh.
I'm sorry.
I'm just having issues with feeling kind of itchy today. I hope I'm okay and not having some weird reaction to something.
I was looking for you, miss. You said you were looking for the men who left with my parents?
You know this girl?
A man fucking died from an arrow!
Oh, okay. So he visited Stone's Throw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. They're probably dead. But however, you can become Batgirl. Okay, just find a man named Alfred. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Ah, Alphanor, man of the people. Well, boy of the people.
Really? You'll help me look, mister?
Of course, but first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. She's gonna tell me who she has a crush on.
Fan cred.
Mayhap you could wait for me by that pillar over there? We require but a moment.
Okay, mister, I'll be waiting.
I'll take her to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. Ugh, a legion of Garleans, an ether-starved primal, even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Suddenly, fake fan-created fucking Ascian descends from the roof. Ascian, you say? God damn it! I didn't mean it! Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious.
We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Of cloves!
Katone, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in the Twelveswood has taken a turn for the worse. I will explain in detail once you arrive.
Good God. The Twelveswood? Then the primal threat you spoke of before has been confirmed. I have received no reports of Ixali activity, which leaves... The Sylphs? Oh God, not the Sylphs, please. Go, Katone. You know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that while I am grateful for her concern, she didn't fear for my safety. It was a fucking Lego. It was a Lego. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Are you though? I'm not actually sure. Sorry, my camera, like, my webcam angle always bothers me. I'm, like, so, like, anal about the camera angle. Like, I don't even like the fact that I'm not, like, central right now. I'm, like, kind of off to the side a little bit sometimes. It bothers me greatly. Anyway, back to Revenant's Toll. I need to pull up a quest list for this patch, just so I can see, like, when we reach the halfway point, you know? Alright, so it appears in, like, maybe a few more quests that'll be round about the halfway point for the patch. I just kind of want to make sure that, like, I'm not doing, like, an hour and a half, and then the next part is, like, 20 minutes, you know? I'm trying to make sure that, like, I've got, like, a good amount of time for both parts. Because, I probably could record the entire thing today. I actually might, I'm not sure yet. I just figure, it's gonna be rough to keep this going in the future when the patches start getting bigger and there's much more going on. So I figured it'd probably be a good idea to start splitting things from this point on.
It's a relief to see you healthy and hale, Katone. The latest news from Uldar was most disturbing.
A man fucking died from an arrow.
Clearly the only injury Alphino suffered was his ego.
Whoa, you don't speak ill of his leg or injury, okay? That's a very serious condition.
Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will summon them now. Oh fuck yeah, Thancred's coming! Oh fuck!
Lord of Levin. Oh, it's that lady, I forget her name. Oh, hell yeah, Mummy Ishtola as well. Oh, yes. I'm so locked in right now.
Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I would not have summoned you if it were not urgent. To business, then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the primal Rama.
God damn those fucking Sylphs. I'm sorry, may have, then it is not certain.
The Elder Seedseer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, displays no signs of undue commotion.
Forgive me, antecedent, but the fact that fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Rama is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs of the territory.
The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the Touched Ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not have escaped your notice.
Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen. Just not this soon.
I forget what voice I gave, Ida. I beg your pardon. You foresaw this eventuality and did not prevent it?
I told Papa Limo I suppose I could have reported things to Minfilia earlier, I guess, but there honestly wasn't much that we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Rama once right after the calamity, but that was because of the Garleans came tramping through the forest.
That is true. Hi, it's me! And so long as Castro Morian stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Eda Dick and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. My finger smells weird. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Uldar drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like that the Sylphs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion, and quickened their efforts to summon their god. I am put in mind of Titan and the Kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for a primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Ctone, for your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? Fuck you, I don't want to deal with that shit again, it was so boring! If Rama can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. And fond hope, were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can... Let us continue this discussion anon. Anonymous, that is. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Rama's presence. The nation of the Elder Seed Seer has requested our personal involvement, Ctone. Pray report to the waking to Commander Hello at the Adder's Nest as soon as you're able. I'm struggling to read right now, I don't know why. Steel yourself for the worst, while I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter. Experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow Scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Alright. You fucking got it. You frickin' got it. I wish my fucking chat log would stop popping up. I don't need to see what I'm currently reading. If I want to access it, I will look at it for myself. Oh, it keeps doing that when I open this menu as well. Anyway. New Gridania. I did not realize that all three of the different grand companies actually have their own unique music. That's really cool. I don't think I've heard this one before. Ctone of the Scions, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever cause for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. I'll fucking kill him. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seed Seer, however, would speak with you first. She's of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Norfolk's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the Lotus Stand. You fucking got it. I forget where to go. It's this way. Alright. You know, one of the random things I'm thinking about right now. I know fast food has always been bad to a degree, but is it me? Or has McDonald's and KFC both gotten, like, infinitely worse? I used to really enjoy McDonald's and KFC. I'm a trash mammal, I admit that. But lately, I'm finding that every time I have a KFC or a McDonald's, it never hits the same. You know? And it's just weird. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they, like, changed the recipe of stuff, or if it's just, like, lower quality ingredients and cost-cutting, probably. But it's weird. You know, it's really weird. Anyway, here I am. It's me. Deal with the fucking Sylphs again!
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest.
Oh, that's how you say it. I've been saying Rama. Almost like ramen. It's Ramu. He's a cow.
Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin.
Goddamn cabbages. I'm not happy to see the sylphs again. I did not enjoy that part of the base A Realm Reborn campaign. It felt so tedious.
Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune
Among
with
us?
the primal without
That's
fear's
sus.
influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities.
Cue the Always Sunny in Philadelphia music. The gang engages in unnecessary hostilities.
Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Oh, hello.
You have my thanks.
This little gremlin in the background. Okay, they're kind of adorable though, even if they are little shits. So many animations, what is happening?
Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
Also, give us her hairstyle and outfit, god damn it.
An ill wind blows through the forest.
It's like... Such a dumb joke.
Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
The language in this game is so weird. In dread anticipation, have care. Me no have care, me have dread anticipation. Anyway, Little Solace. Not to be confused with Big Trouble in Little China. Anyway. I think I'm getting to that part of the video where I don't have much to say. I'm just kind of like enjoying the cutscenes, you know? I'm just kind of experiencing things. And just taking it all in. Whoa, that mount is fucking cool. What is that? It's like a diamond dragon dog thing. I do not know what that is from, but I want it. I want it! I need it! Oh, the music here is good though, I remember that. Catoni of the Scions, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the primal realm himself. An unenviable task, but one for which I have no doubt you are well suited. I have been told that your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak. We might ascertain the location where the Lord of Levin might be found. I would ask that you abide here until they return with their findings. Please, God, no. I don't want to wait anywhere. I want to get on with it. I was told that a messenger will be sent as soon as your fellow Scions finish their investigation. I don't imagine it will be much longer. I don't know what these guys sound like.
This
This one returns, and returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching, and have wisely identified the precise location where the touched one summoned Lord Ramu.
Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good woman to her fellow scions?
It'll be this one's pleasure, Walking One. No thank you. Please come with me please come with this one.
Okay, I guess we're going that way. Thank Christ I can just go by myself. I don't want to follow someone. I don't want a tailing mission, you know? Ooh. Very mysterious. I can't remember if I've been here in the story yet. Also, what the fuck is that? And what is this? Very ominous. Looks like a boss from a Zelda game for some reason. Like, you'd, like, shoot arrows at the core in the center, and then it'd, like, get vines over it or something to protect it, and then you'd do some stuff, and then you'd shoot it again, you know? Oh god, I'm very close. Wow, I actually can't even see you, I'm that close.
Wise ones adventure deep, deep within the Southlands. These ones must proceed carefully. Keep an eye out for touched ones.
What does that even mean? This is a very spooky forest. I kind of dig it. Spooky forest levels are always kind of interesting in games. Like in A Hat in Time, which I played last year. It was a very, very fun game. I really enjoyed it. I will eventually play Super Mario Odyssey. I think I did say when I finished that I was going to play Mario Odyssey. But now I kind of just want to wait until I've got a better capture card. I'm trying to avoid playing games on console right now because I have the PC that can do much more, you know, and get much better footage. Ooh. It's very mischievous sounding.
This one is most sorry. This one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Ramu, and this one may turn mean and nasty like touched ones.
Oh, those are the purple ones I've been seeing around. It look like those guys with the purple instead.
This one must say farewell for now. Walking One will find wise ones not far from here, to the south. Go in safety, Walking One.
So, why does touching the deity turn them purple? Has this been explained? Or is this going to be explained? I'm not sure, but I'm kind of confused. Yeah, those guys. I'm guessing those are the touched ones. They're like the purple ones that like seem angry and all the time.
So it's actually you. I'm relieved. For a moment I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters. I swear, with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. My penis is 1 inch. We should have seen the look on Nishtola's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up. That's quite enough, Papalima. And the part where she ended up, like, confessing her love, and then she made out with you, and it was kind of, what? That's quite enough, Papalimo. My apologies. It's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say I've reached an indisputable conclusion. To wit, that Rama was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph Sephirite. Come, Kutone, the Lord of Leaven awaits.
Kind of slightly horror-like music going on here. Very cool, though. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Okay.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding.
Cool voice. Oh, that's press there. Oh shit. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light.
I'll have you know that's actually the Deku tree or the Deku tree.
Intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs.
You fake.
A man was murdered by a fucking arrow.
Guardians proffer peace. Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult.
Delusions. I forget what that movie was called, actually. Oh well.
Yet carest not for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man.
Yep, he's right. Even in real life.
Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just.
Fair.
Redanian or Garlean,
Fair.
it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
I mean, true, but that's also the same kind of logic that they have in schools, where it's like, if one bratty kid is being a problem and, like, causing trouble in class, and then the teacher's like, alright, everyone in the class gets detention. That's punishing everyone for the thing that one person did, which isn't just. That's unfair. Unless there's something I'm not quite getting from what he's saying here.
Thy conflict hath brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man.
He's got me on that one, though. He had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed, or light and dark given form when man was born. It would explain much, not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
No, I would prefer lovemaking, thank you very much. I mean, what? Huh? What's that, Thancred? I volunteer for you? I mean, what? Huh?
Where is the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges? That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee.
That ass! It is fantastic.
Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
It's kind of a bit extreme, but okay. Very cool scene, though. I like that. That was cool.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Alright, he's definitely my favourite primal so far. Very cool.
Eorzea, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
Why is Eorzea here? Fucking night vision goggles. I've got my eyes on the target. The sniper rifle.
Himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady.
Okay. Motherfucker just changed his
I must beg
goggles.
thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
I just had the stupidest thought. I love the idea that he gives that to Ishtola, and then he like goes, he takes his goggles off again, and then when he like reveals his face again, he's got like, you know, the comedy glasses with like the big nose and the mustache. He's just wearing those. Ah, the Thunder Wicker Man. Alright, I guess it's trial time then. I am going to be trying to do this properly, so I am going to have to wait in a queue for a little bit to try and do this, I guess. So I will be right back. Okie dokie, so the queue popped while I wasn't actually sat down. I was in the kitchen. Oh fuck, I didn't fucking set the cutscene option. God damn it. How do I do that again? Holy shit, this music's loud. Oh, yeah. I usually leave that on because people get real mad if you've seen a cutscene before, like if you've seen something before and they're like, why didn't you just put the fucking cutscene thing on? Which I get it, but like, you know. I'm trying to remember how you do this trial. I've not done this in a little while. Also, I'm aware I'm probably playing bad like an idiot, but I haven't properly learned how to play this yet, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I'm trying to gauge this music. Interesting. Oh god. I actually kind of respect Lalafell players who stick to the naming convention. Like that Shasharu person or whatever. My Lalafell does not stick to the name conventions. I mean, this character doesn't stick to naming convention either. Prove thy words are more than empty banter. Oh, that's me thinking that we were having a good time. I wonder what this singer is singing. Like what they're saying. Are they all dead? Nope, there's one left. Get it! Get it, y'all! Get it! Ooh! This kind of sounds like something from one of the Final Fantasy XIII games. Like maybe like 13-2 or something. I can imagine roaming around like a forest area or something to this song in 13-2. Oh. Get out of the way of the teammate. I was starting to wonder if those two understood the mechanic for a second. And saying that, I think that Ray's new to the game because they're a sprout. And they're using the monk level 50 job gear. So they might not know. Oh god. My turn. Grab the orb! Heal real quick. Okay, why did I get frozen? I don't think Shisaru knows the mechanic either. Please! I'm gonna die! For the love of God! Alright, well, this is my fate, I guess. Yep, just gonna, alright, cool. Do I have to grab 3 more? God damn it, there's no more. You're supposed to collect 3 of those from what I remember. What is happening? Please grab the thing! Alright, well, something's going wrong here, but it's nearly dead, so whatever. I died right at the end. Music's pretty cool, I gotta say. That was a cool track. I'm sad that it like just kicked into like the big chorus or whatever just as we finished. Alright, well, I don't know what went wrong with that that trial. That's not a raid. Silly me. I will get. I don't know what that one person was doing, but whatever. Anyway, bye guys. Cutscene after this, I'm assuming. Yep.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
You died at the end, you bitch. Ah, the glowing orb. Ponder the orb.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one.
But a necessary one.
In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Fair enough. Okay, this is so confusing. So I'm aware that at some point in the development of this whole game, they cut out a ton of A Realm Reborn quests for the main story to kind of get to the point a little bit more, which is hilarious considering what A Realm Reborn's main campaign was like. I was just looking through a video while I was listening to the cutscene, just to try and figure out like where the hell I'm actually up to. Because I want to find, like, the perfect, like, cut-off point, you know? I think I'm, like, just almost halfway done. Yeah, I'm, like, almost halfway. So I'll keep going a little bit longer. But, like, I can't find any guide, time-wise, that isn't from way back when this first came out. You know, like, I can't find, like, a full playthrough of the patch that isn't from, like, years and years and years ago, before they cut all of the, like, extra quests. So it's really confusing. Because I just saw there was some sort of quest before you get to, Ramu, where, like, you have to, like, heal some, like, sylphs or some guards or something. They were healing someone. I didn't have to do... I didn't read that. I didn't have to do that, though. Katoni, you've returned. Dare I ask how Rama received your visit? Alright. He challenged you to a test of arms? It is well, then, that you have some massive, meaty arms, like cannons. You have some experience in such matters. The peoples of both Gridania and Little Solids will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Leven has accepted you as the forest champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day, Katoni. Elder Seedseer must be informed of your deeds at once. Alright. What little gods are made of. How cute. The Elder Seedseer will wish to hear your experiences firsthand. Pray return to the Waking to Gridania, and make directly for the Lotus Stand. The Conjurer at Nofika's altar will be expecting you. Fare you well, Katone. Alright, sure. Welcome back, Honored Scion. We who knew of your mission have been most anxious to see you return. The Elder Seedseer awaits you within. Go and proceed to the Lotus Juice stand. Shout out to Lotus Juice from Persona. Anyway. Oh, I much prefer this place at night. It's really pretty. Oh.
I'm back!
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you.
Oh, her outfit's been
Most glad
updated
am I of this.
since Storm Trail. That's cool.
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
His bitch ass! He fell.
Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is
That
truth
sounds
to his claim.
way more erotic than it
is
should.
the darkness within us.
He made
that
trial
attracts
of me.
the darkness without.
It was hot.
I mean, what? Ah, the fireflies.
It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off.
What is that staff made of? Is it like bone or ice? I can't tell.
On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
Alright, now taking all these refugees, please. We've got a problem here. As long as they don't mind moving to Gridania. I mean, it's greener pastures, quite literally.
Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Death and famine, 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 famine. What? The wind, it speaks to me. Alright, Papalimo, what are you up to now?
Thus ends another daunting mission, eh? I'd hoped Lord Rama could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless, I can only admire the...
Alright, someone just ran past.
I can only admire the adroitness with which you responded to the Primal Sudden Challenge. It seems that Eorzea too was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Katone? Should we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day?
Sure, I guess. Another teleport. You know, I'm feeling really sad. Because, like, now I've got this new PC, I am, like, dying to get Silent Hill 2 Remake and play that. But I don't have the money right now, and I'm sad about it. I'm big sad. Big heckin' sad. Once again, though, you can damn well bet that when I do get that game, I'll be playing it on this channel, and I will hopefully be enjoying it. Looking forward to it. Same can be said with Final Fantasy XVI. Same can be said with other games I can't remember right now. Hi, Mephilia.
Welcome back, Atone. Word of your momentous encounter with Lord Rama precedes you. I would fain share news of mine own, but Eorzea discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord of Levin, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Where the fuck did that come from, Eorzea? Where did that come from? Where did you come up with that? Big confused. Big confused.
If everyone is ready, let us begin. Eorzea, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. He just starts touching the floor. I love it.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the waking sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
Well, shit.
In the intervening time, Eorzea and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence.
Skein? Weird word.
In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
What is it with these guys and their goggles?
The significance of Y'shtola's readings.
Oh, it's for the etheric stuff, but it's a bit much at the same time.
Taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
Okay. What is this, Danganronpa? Bloody talking about things we've already talked about before, I guess? I think, anyway. Oh, okay.
Let us
okay, what is happening?
End. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
Sure.
In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
Okay.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls.
This is the weirdest PowerPoint presentation I've ever seen.
Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Look at this tiny, tiny woman. Oh, hi, Ifrit.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
So, the Ascians have found a way to do the same thing. Which is why they keep coming back, I guess?
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called Immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin Elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
Banana.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If
It
mortal
becomes
death entails a
an
return to the
Ascian?
ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance.
Oh.
No further.
Okay.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them.
In the purple realm.
The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
Look at this tiny Ascian.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan.
Okay.
If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Got him. Okay, I thought she was going to finish that sentence there and then, but I guess not.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady.
Milady.
Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
And not Skyrim.
These feats
Or
are,
Morrowind.
of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
Oh, they're all just like chatting amongst themselves. I'm gonna say, why is
I will
Ida doing
depart
this?
at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Archon these nuts.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter.
I thought it was antecedent.
Even now, a Sharlayan
Okay.
survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
In other words, bless up, squad.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Bless up. What is it with these Sharlayan students of Baldessian or whatever? I kinda just wanna know what's going on with that. Hopefully that'll be soon then. Yo, nice platforms. Oh god.
The Lord of Levin has returned to the ether, as was Leviathan before him. Rama's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Wall, and Levin, all have now been humbled by the bringer of light.
The limitless potential of man, Heidelin's servant, grows mightier by the day. Yet she prospers at great cost to her mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and what? Yet even as it enervates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted to forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our every effort.
Oh. New one, or did you return? Oh, La Habrea.
Divine seeds, whoever want to quicken an Eorzea's fertile soil, need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hands shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. Shall come again!
Resident Evil Village. Shout out. Oh, that's a cool statue. The fuck are you? Alright, well. Okay, random. Alright, cool. Well, I think that seems like a perfect ending point for this episode. Especially because it's getting to like, 1 hour 46, nearly 2 hours. So, like I said, going to be splitting the patches into half. So, let me know what you think about Final Fantasy XIV in the comment section down below. But thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Pip pip toodaloo!